Norman Waterhouse celebrates its centenary this year, and we've been acting for local government as long as we've been in business. It's really about the LGA looking for an holistic partnership with its legal services provider. So when you consider the LGA's role to advocate for the sector on the basis of evidence, who better to support the LGA to understand where the problem's occurring, where there's opportunity for reform, where reform will be meaningful and tangible, and where capability gaps exist within the sector. So by bringing Norman Waterhouse in partnership with the LGA, we see the full value chain to build capability and capacity across the sector where it's needed. So it's not just a legal services partnership, it embodies training, it includes development of new products and guidance and support to councils, as well as legal services. If anyone looks at the performance of local government during COVID, it would be a big tick. Because what we saw during this pandemic was the very essence of local government come forward, and that is community. You saw a level of government, a tier of government that best represents the community, working as a community. We had Zoom calls at 7, 8 o'clock at night with hundreds of mayors, CEOs, managers, all collectively discussing solutions to roll out the next day. This was a community of leaders coming together to support their communities. I do think that people had a stronger sense of what councils meant for communities during this. That was why it was so important that the LGA was able to bring councils together to act collectively and consistently, because it gave the community across our state a sense of, this is what's happening next. This is what council will do for me. This is what my community will look like. That was critical. And what they started to understand was the public facilities, the parks, the walking trails, the library services, the health services and the health regulation. It got people to switch on and understand the breadth of what local government actually does. And what we've seen from local government is an approach to this pandemic which is empathy, not policy. Councils get to the heart of the issue, they get to the heart of community, they individualise problems and they develop solutions on an individual basis. So empathy, not policy, I think is what has characterised the response of local government, and I think that's what communities would expect.